So the main skills, the main skills you want, yes, CAD. CAD is important. Be good at CAD. SolidWorks is excellent software. I personally use. I've used that a little bit. We use Pro-E here. We use Creo. The truth is, and in college I used Solid Edge, but I never found that I had a problem going from Solid Edge to Pro-E. My company Schlumberger, for anybody who starts, part of the initial training we get is training in Pro-E, and most companies are going to train you in whatever software they use, right? Nobody expects you to know Inventor and Katya and Pro-E and SolidWorks and Solid Edge. Once you know one really well, you're going to be able to port from one to the other. But also no more than just the 3D. It's important to be able to know how to make drawings, and even more important, how to interpret them if you're going to be able to make something. Beyond just knowing CAD, though, CAD's good if you want to become a designer, but not necessarily a design engineer. You also need to make sure that you know how to gather requirements. I'm going to go back to the requirements there, but especially if you're asked, how would you go about designing this thing? Start with requirements. That's the first thing you should be saying. I want to figure out what I'm going to do, and I want to figure out that the person I'm doing it for, that's really what they want. And the requirements, you want to make sure you include, what environment is it going to be run in, who's going to use it, what's it for, what are the performance objectives, and how much can it cost? Also important. You also want to make sure, so any design is done as a team. Nobody knows everything. So it's very important that you show that you have good team skills, and the best way to do that is to participate in a lot of team activities while you're still in school, be they part of your classes or extracurricular. Actually, I recommend extracurricular ones, like join a design team, Formula SAE, Formula Hybrid, anything from in aerospace or something to do with robotics or something like that. All of those are great experience whenever you're interviewing, and they really do develop your skills on that. Make sure you know your basics, like stress strain. Make sure you remember what that is. It's difficult to do anything design related if you don't know the difference or how to apply it. Know your manufacturing methods. A lot of the people I've interviewed recently know a whole lot about additive manufacturing, but that's still not the standard in industry, and we still need people to know how to at least how milling and lathing and all of those other processes work, not just 3D printers. And other methods like casting, etc. Know your free body diagrams. Know how forces go. Your statics especially. Your dynamics too. You don't. And well, hold on to that as much as you can. In truth, once you're in industry, a lot of those skills are going to dull. In college, you're at the peak of many of the technical skills you're going to have. Afterwards, you're going to refine the ones you use all the time, but some of them, like say fluid mechanics. If I do a fluid mechanic thing, I have to pull out my textbook. I don't really know it off the top of my head anymore. And that's okay, but still know where it came from and how to find it. I think that's most of it. Yeah, but the team, being a team player is a huge thing. But at the same time, whenever you talk about it, if you're in an interview, make sure you don't forget that you still need to talk about what you contributed to the team, not just I was on a team, but I was on a team and I did this and I pushed this and I led this. Yeah.
Great.